Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Wolf Gamer 25, and we are back once again, for another exciting, extravagant, just awesome episode of Figure Friday. Oh, I'm pretty sure that according to the three-headed dog guardian of the gates of the underworld, known as the Cerberus, you know that it's that special time of the week where we spend some quality time together and basically nerd out about all things figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia related of all kinds, shapes, colors, and sizes of any kinds of sorts. You better believe anything of that sort you're going to find right here on this channel. Now, uh, before the holiest moments and all that good stuff, folks, before we get to the good stuff, I want you guys to just please do me a favor. If you haven't already, please do your boy a favor and go grab something to eat, go grab something to drink, a snack if you want to, whatever you feel more comfortable with. And because I want you guys to know that you guys are safe here. This is a green zone, and I want you guys to feel as safe and at ease as possible. So please go and help yourself, and don't even worry, folks. We got plenty of time, plenty of stuff, plenty to cover on this fine Friday evening. So please go and help yourself, and then hey, I'll be here waiting. And of course, what's cool also is that there will be some music in the background. Again, I take no responsibility for that. None of the lyrics, the beats, the songs, none of that. I simply listen to it and I enjoy it. And it's also going to be featured by the newest band that I have found called Ice Nine Kills. And what's cool about this one is that the movie that they're depicting it from is actually Resident Evil. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play that for you guys, and hopefully, if you want, you can vibe to it. If you like it, hey, I invite you guys to look them up because they're a really, really gifted band, in my opinion, and their music sort of like it took me. Sorry, mind the screaming. Sorry, it's an intro thing. They do that every time, honestly. But again, they're very unique, because they find they base the music off of horror movies or just very, very cool on very cool things. And honestly, it's very cool in my book. And like I said, this one is based off of Resident Evil. If you haven't seen it already, I invite you to go see it. Okay. Okie dokie. So, as you guys can see, we have hit the 3-minute marker, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Our Doberman's name is Cerberus. I feel so terrible, Chelsea, because I barely saw that comment. My apologies, but that is legitimately mind blowing, honestly. And like I've always thought that if I was to ever get like a dog, like maybe a Doberman or a Pit, I would actually name it like Cerberus or something like that, But I mean, I feel like because I have so many cats with me right now, that's kind of not in the cards right now, but I know it's definitely going to happen. So please, I'm definitely looking forward to that. But I want to say hello and welcome back for those just joining us for this fine Friday evening, or who are also watching this as a highlight after it's already aired tonight. I hope you guys are ready, because tonight we will be introducing two new figures, kind of two new figures, both of them sporting the green team. One of them is the final member of a very powerful team, and of course the other is a gaming icon. So please, I invite you, sit back, relax, and please take a deep breath, let it out, because I want you guys to know that you guys can feel as at ease as possible here. This is a green zone, it's a safe zone, and as you guys know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. So I hope that you guys are ready, because it's time, and we're gonna get started right now. So first up, I figured we can go ahead and take a walk into the wondrous and beautiful world of anime to introduce the first member of Team Green who is joining us this fine evening. Now, this particular character, as I said, is He's actually part of a heavy-hitting team of heroes who battle evil, and ironically, this character is the muscle of the group. So please, ladies and gents, give a big, huge, awesome, epic Wolfpack welcome to Miss Makoto Kino, aka Sailor Jupiter. That's right, folks. That's right. The lightning rod of the Sailor Scouts has decided to strike us this fine Friday evening and join this pack. And of course, to avoid being hit by a bolt, she has agreed to let me tell her backstory, which I'm very happy she did. So please just sit back and relax, folks. But before we do that, I would very much to get her out of the plastic so you guys can have a look-see, and we're gonna look about all of the accessories and all that good stuff. Because this is the SH Figure Arts family, one of my personal favorites, and bestest name for them. Honestly, I feel like Cerberus would be the best name for a dog, honestly, Chelsea. But I mean, like I said, that's sometime later down the line. And me being the very patient person that I am, hey, I can wait. Heck. But I'm gonna go ahead and get Miss Kino here. Oh yes, she's looking fabulous. Good lord. Ooh, look at her. Look at this. Oh, easy. Come here. Come here. Bam. Look at her, folks. Look at her. Let me just zoom in. There we go. Check that out. As you can see, sporting the wondrous Sailor Scout uniform, her color was chosen was green, and as I said, she comes with a plethora of accessories. Well, not accessories, but mainly like a bunch of interchangeable hands. About 3 interchangeable faces, and this one particular little piece of accessory that has, as you guys can see, it actually looks like some of her hair. But as you can see, there's a little antenna coming from it, and there's a very cool little fun fact about that I'm going to share with you guys towards the end of this first segment. Not the show, because as you guys know, we talk about the character and then we introduce a few little fun facts. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started on that. So, as I said in the beginning, Makoto here, she was actually an orphan since her parents actually died in a plane crash, and she lived alone, and she actually was able to support herself by becoming a very talented and gifted cook in the process of learning how to take care of herself. So not even gonna lie, she's my favorite Sailor Scout. Honestly, I feel like Jupiter is like an underrated scout in my opinion, because you would see everybody talking about like the Sailor Moons, the Sailor Venuses, the Sailor Mercuries, the Sailor Mars. You never really hear folks talk about Sailor Jupiter. So I'm actually happy to have her on my team tonight, because this way I want to share a lot of her history with you guys, and to me, we're going to share some fun facts about her as to why she's so underrated. But as I said, since she would actually grow to be a very tall girl for her age with very impressive strength for her gender, leading many rumors to actually spread. The thing about rumors, guys, the things that always like that, they spread like wildfire, and since when one person says it, then everybody else seems to believe it, and then it just makes that person look terrible. But they spread that she was a delinquent, and to avoid her, like avoid making contact with her, avoid becoming friends with her, the works. But one day in particular, Makoto here actually tried to confess her feelings to a boy that she actually liked. Unfortunately, she was rejected out of distaste for her stature. And to me, I mean, yeah, it's true, because in that time, she did have many different qualities that like set her apart from most of the ladies in the anime itself. But that doesn't mean it's a bad thing, heck, really. But later on down the line, she actually decided to transfer to the Juban Middle School, and during that time, I'm sorry, folks, I kind of lost my train of thought here. Oh yeah, during that time, she actually came into contact with the head of the Sailor Scouts, known as Usagi. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys know who Usagi is. Usagi is the current leader of the Sailor Scouts themselves. And what's cool about it is the fact that they actually met under pretty much the same circumstances, and she was first introduced in episode 25 when she actually beat up a group of guys for picking on her. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would anybody allow that or anything like that? But I mean, if you think about it from her, like her perspective, um, being picked on for both like her impressive strength and her height. I mean, it's kind of a thing where it would probably drive anybody up a wall. So let's be on her side for a change. But as I said, during that time, later in that same episode, Umino, who was another character in the episode she was introduced in, who actually told Usagi that Makoto was thrown out of her previous school for fighting and transferred to Juban Middle School. Now, after visiting the Game Center Crown with Usagi, she meets a man named Crane Game Joe. Now, she had always gotten a sort of different vibe from the guy itself. But shortly after departing from the arcade, Makoto actually followed Joe long enough to witness him being attacked by one who calls himself Zoisite or Zoisite or some I don't know. Zoisite. I'm sorry if I get that wrong. But what made him bad or a bad guy is the fact that he actually worked for the evil queen who plagues the Sailor Scouts. And once Usagi actually showed up, Zoiste actually left, and Makoto again. She ended up following Joe, and the two of them, like, they ended up getting something to eat. They became close friends. They palled around a lot more. They trusted, and during that time, Zoiste, he actually made another appearance and actually attacked them both. Now, Joe, in the process, he ran away. He was fleeing. He was scared for his life. But he was found by that same evil character once again. And sadly, after he was actually turned into a cybernetic monster known as Game Sen. Now, oh, I got a hair on me. Freaking cat hair. My goodness. Now, whenever Joe and Usagi were being attacked by this particular creature, Makoto actually interfered in the battle. And it was in that moment, in that split second, that Luna actually recognized her to be one of the Sailor Guardians, one of those worthy enough to join the ranks. And she actually spoke to Makoto, telling her to use her transformation pen, allowing her to summon the powers of Jupiter and to transform herself into Sailor Jupiter, allowing her to defeat the monster and return him to human form, which allowed her to join Usagi and the rest of the scouts to continue the fight against the evil queen Beryl. Beryl? I feel terrible because I can never get that freaking name right. Oof, dang. My goodness. Okay, but some fun facts about her. Remember that part that I was talking about in her hair? That's actually an antenna in the middle of her tiara. Now, what makes that so cool is that it actually acts as a sort of a lightning rod, if you will, that she uses to channel both her powers into the attacks that she basically hurdles towards her enemies. And even though, like, she stands at an intimidating 5'6". I mean, I know what you're thinking. 5'6" is an intimidating height for ladies in the anime. I don't know why, honestly. Um, that doesn't mean she's not like a gentle and caring person because she's actually a gentle giant. I mean, she's just misunderstood. She's very misunderstood due to the fact that she's had so much trials and tribulations in the past. I mean, who hasn't, honestly? But very cool. Probably the coolest fun fact that I did find out about her is the connection between both her powers and plants. Now, hear me out on this. Um, it's because the planet Jupiter is actually the planet of storms, based off of scientists and astrologists. And it actually is in coalescence, if you will, with the Greek god Zeus, which of course is the god of lightning, which is where her lightning can come into play. Which is very cool in my book because me being a lover of like Greek mythology and all that stuff, because I mean, I'm pretty sure that you could tell by the beginning, because I mentioned the Cerberus dog, but that's just me, that's just me. But anyways, I feel so good about that, really. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are keeping calm, and I hope you guys are awesome, because you guys know you're awesome, and I appreciate you. Good old gorillas. You never get tired of listening to them. But before we do that, folks, as I said, I want to just mention one thing that I always appreciate and respect about the SH Figure Watch family is that whenever they send out a figure, especially these ones, they always include the stands with them. And what's awesome about it is that if you look close enough right here, it actually says her name on it. It says Sailor Jupiter right here in green. And it's got the little insignia of Sailor Jupiter right there, which is very cool, honestly. And oh my goodness, my dunce ways! I knocked over the interchangeable faces and everything. Oof, oof. Oh no, it's okay. Wait, no, it's not okay. No, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Phew! Only a couple fell. That's very good, very good. Okay, go ahead and put that there, right there. You guys good? You good? Okay, cool. So, okay. Uh, Next up, as I said, we're going to be switching the universes here. Let me just adjust the time here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, we're switching universes as we head into a new direction and to introduce a gaming icon in this world, who is still very well known to this day and also sports the color of the green team and is always combat ready. But there's a very interesting story as to why this particular character is always combat ready. And oh my goodness, my apologies, folks. So terrible of me. Oh my goodness, this sweet tea is really working on me, honestly. But this particular gaming icon made his debut in a video game that I did play for the first time back in the year 2001. God, saying that now, it makes me feel so friggin' old. But I mean, it's to be expected, honestly. Um, as I said, with when I was with the Xbox team, and to this day, every time I see his face, just the memories of both happiness and rage come flooding back. But there's a reason for that, folks, because I played this game religiously, and online play was never it was never fun. But I still made it work. But ladies and gents, please give a big, huge, humongous Wolfpack welcome to Mr. John 117, aka the Master Chief. It's oh no, no, no. It's not a dream, folks. It's not a dream. The Chief has landed into the team and with specific and special orders regarding his backstory. So fall in line, soldier. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. There. Okay. B-U-T. Let me just get him out of there. I apologize for the noise, folks. My apologies. My apologies. Yes, yes, indeed. Wow. Bam. There he is, folks. I've always been debating about adding him to the squad, but after seeing this, I figured that it was just necessary. Being the fact that I was always a Halo player back in the day, and honestly, this guy is no exception. So much gameplay was with him. So many memories came back from my childhood, and it's just it really, really takes me back. But he does come with a few interchangeable hands. He also comes with a pair of weapons, very well-known weapons. Oh, wait, don't fall out. Don't fall out. Please don't fall out. Okay. All right. So, um, as I said, we're going to be talking about his backstory today. Now, in the beginning, he lived with his mother and father on a planet known as Eridanus II in the city of Elysium, where he attended the Elysium City Primary Education Facility number 119. However, at the age of 6, he was found by Dr. Catherine Halsey, as one of 150 preliminary candidates for the Spartan 2 program. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's probably what made him into the badass that he is today, and you're very, very correct on that. But we're going to talk about a little bit more about the history surrounding all of that. Now, he showed like exceptional like just physical traits, being that he was always an ideal choice, being that he was more physical, both mental, and he stood a head taller than the majority of his schoolmates, and he had also having greater like proportions and just possessing like greater strength and exhibiting superior reflexes. And one thing that I always respected about him is that he always had an aggressive drive for success because he always wanted to be the best of the best. And by the time he was conscripted, he actually had a string of 45 victories in what Dr. Halsey referred to as like the more brutal version of King of the Hill, where he honestly killed a lot of his fellow soldiers, and he had no emotions when it came down to it, honestly. But sometime later, after he was chosen, John and the rest of the children who were chosen for the Spartan 2 program were brought to the Reach Fleetcom military complex, there, which was basically their new home for the next several years, I believe it was. Now, it was in that facility there that Dr. Halsey informed the children of their new purpose, which, of course, they were destined to become protectors of the earth and all its colonies and all its people and living things. And at the tender age of 14, John underwent the dangerous Spartan 2 augmentation procedures. Now, these procedures actually were very excruciating and very painful because they resulted in the death of about 30 of the trainees, which with 12 more who were actually physically disabled. Now, John was one of the 33 Spartans who was lucky enough to make it through the process unscathed, like not a scratch on him, honestly. While the wounded were actually sent to the Office of the Naval Intelligence, I believe it was. Was it? Yes, it was. And even before his cybernetic and genetic augmentation at the age of 14 years, John actually had a physical body of an 18-year-old Olympic athlete. And I mean, he buffed up, honestly, based off all of the enhancements that he received, all of the medicines and all of that. It's ridiculously cool, honestly. It was just crazy, honestly. And sometime later on down the line in the year 2525, John actually had his first engagement with the Covenant during a brief skirmish near Chi Sitai. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, the Covenant are actually the ones who John and the other Spartans in the Halo program are in a war with. They're always locked in an everlasting battle, and to this day, it still rages on, honestly. And this also marked the full integration and implementation of the Spartans and their Mjolnir armor systems. Now, this green stuff that he's breaking, that's the Mjolnir armor. And John actually soon became the most prominent soldier in almost the 30-year-long war with the Covenant. Now, later on down the line, here's where it gets a little bit interesting. He was later paired with an incredibly advanced smart AI known as Cortana. Now, for those guys who don't know, Cortana was always like, to me, like the blue light in his life. And John and Cortana were the culminations of the Spartan 2 and Mjolnir programs. Now, it allowed a Spartan to safely carry an extremely powerful and smart AI, artificial intelligence, into a combat advancement. And this ultimately changes the course of the war, and it just made everything so much easier for them. Whew. So now we're gonna get into some fun facts about this guy. But before we do that, I would very much like to show you guys the weapons. This, of course, standard MK40 assault rifle of all Spartans. Very accurate. I believe the clip holds about 20 to 30 rounds at a time. And of course, what's a Spartan without his side handle? The side handle, which of course is the MK50 sidekick pistol. Fully powerful. I believe the case. I believe the clip actually holds about somewhere between 10 to 15 rounds. Honestly, I'm probably way off on those calculations, but I couldn't help it, But yes, he does come with 2, 4, 5 interchangeable hands, and what's this? What is this? I never noticed this till now. Oh, hang on. I found something cool. It was hidden in the box. Let me get it out of there. Looks like a little card or something like that. Let me see. Oh. Oh, well, it's actually a game add-on, folks. Honestly, if I was with Team Xbox, I would probably like download this thing right now. But honestly, I'm not, and I'm sorry, sorry. But honestly, dude, if anybody wanted it, I would gladly give it to them. Simply, all you would have to do is, hey, I mean, comment on this video. It's always, I mean, hey, it's right here. I have the code right here. I'd be more than happy to comment it to you and give it to you. Now hold on to that. But oh yes, we're gonna get into some fun facts. Thanks to Cortana's calculations and like her circumferentials and all that good stuff, differentials. Did you guys know that he was actually able to punch a missile out of the friggin' sky? You don't believe me? You can look that up. Honestly, I didn't want to believe it myself, but it is true. And there was a time actually where his military presence was actually really shown because between the events of both Halo 1 and Halo 2, there was a time where he actually destroyed over 500 Covenant ships. And that's incredible numbers, especially for a soldier of his caliber. Like at the full adult culmination in his age, he stood at a staggering 6'2". 6'2" 6'10". I'm sorry, 6'10". I couldn't believe it myself. I don't know why I said 6'2". 6'10". I'm so sorry. I just couldn't believe that, honestly. And I decided to include this fun fact because it's very cool. Did you guys know that he has his own wax figure, which of course is located in a wax museum called Madame Tussauds Wax Museum? I didn't get a chance to see where it was, but if you guys get the chance, look that up because it's very cool. And did you guys know he was actually the first ever game character to be inducted into this Wax Hall of Fame? If you don't believe me, heck, look it up for yourself. Heck, I'll tell you that right now. So much is very cool with this character. So much has been talked about, honestly. But yeah. Whew. Let me just get one more drink here, folks. Oh goodness. But yes. Again, if you would very much like, if you want that game, if you're with Team Xbox, I'm more than happy to pass it to you. I'll be holding on to the code for maybe till like tomorrow night. And if I have any comments, then I'll be happy to pass it to you. If not, then hey, that's perfectly fine too. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right here, folks. I want to say thank you to everybody who came out to see me tonight. And if you like, feel free to hit the follow button when it does appear here. And feel free to sample either this fine video or this fine video right here. And be sure to head over to the Twitch channel tonight, folks, because being that it is a new figure Friday, it's actually also new game Friday as well, as I picked up NBA 2K22, and that is what we will be streaming tonight, folks. So please feel free to head over there shortly. And yeah, until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, and stay yourselves. And remember, be zen and be at peace. Peace.